Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Locks of the Day podcast. This is episode number 79. I'm here once again with Zach and Andrew. Today we are going to give you the Week 10 Sunday football premium locks, of course. The last podcast, we got absolutely fucking smoked in the Broncos-Raiders game. Dog shit game, terrible game, primetime, how you doing? But I'll
Horrible.
tell you what, at LocksOTD, we never get smoked twice in a row. It just doesn't happen over here, okay? So expect an absolute banger this weekend. We're not playing around. Also, we do have a TD parlay, anytime touchdown parlay, that does pay plus 860, so 8.6 times your money. So stick around for that. That'll be after our premium locks. But let's get right into the premium picks. Andy, you got the first three-star kid.
Yes, sir. 3 star is going to be the Bucks money line -145 versus the Pats. Bucks fresh off a bye, still no Bucky Irvin, but that's fine. Rashard White's been a dog. Both these offenses been electric so far this year. Both offenses in the top half for points per game, averaging over 24 points per game. Both averaging 225 yards in the air. These offenses just know how to produce points. But looking at the who the Bucks have played, and the defenses they've come across, and compare that to the Pats schedule, it's way different, completely different. Bucks have played some tough defenses like the Texans, Eagles, Seahawks, Niners, Lions. They won 3 out of 5 of those games. And looking at New England, and the defenses they've played, I'll just go down who they've played so far this year. Raiders, Miami, Pittsburgh, Carolina, Buffalo. Okay, solid defense. New Orleans, Tennessee, Cleveland. Cleveland's honestly has a solid defense. They let up like third least amount of yards per game per team. And then they've also played Atlanta. And honestly, last week they could have lost that game last week if their fucking Atlanta's kicker knew how to goddamn do his job. But um the teams that New England's played, those records 27 and 50 combined. They're literally playing dog shit teams. So I love the Bucks here. Their offense has just been electric. Baker's just him. So I like the Pats to lose here. Bills got an easy game this week. They're gonna regain top spot in the AFC East. So I think locking the Bucks here -145 is a 3 star.
Love it. Yeah, easy money over there in Tampa for the Bucks. I'm going to roll right into a two-star. I got the Baltimore Ravens at a -2.5, bought a point for a -160 versus the shitty Vikings. So the Ravens are 3-5 versus the 4-4 Vikings. This is obviously once again a must-win game for the Ravens, or they probably will not be making playoffs. And yeah, I just still don't buy the JJ McCarthy hype at all. At all. He just hasn't impressed me much at all. Last week, sure, the Vikings beat the Lions, but McCarthy was 14 of 25, so barely throwing over 50%, and he had 143 yards passing. That's terrible. He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, average. Yeah, sure, he did run one in for a touchdown as well, but clearly he can't pass the ball. It's an issue when you're playing quarterback in the NFL. If you're not good at passing the ball and you're playing quarterback, the math don't math there, and it's not going to work out when you're playing a good team like the Ravens, especially when the Ravens have a high-powered offense with Lamar where the points can just pile up very quickly. And if McCarthy can't be putting up points left and right like the Ravens can, could see an absolute blowout this game. So, yeah, I just don't see J.J. McCarthy beating the Lions and then the next following week coming back and beating a fully healthy Ravens team. Mind you, this is a Ravens team that's more healthy than they've been all season long. This legit week, it will be the healthiest week that they've had all year. So I don't think Vikings even stand a chance in this game. I'm playing it safe with Ravens -2.5, but like I said, it could be an absolute blowout. But locking a little two-star, Ravens -2.5 at a -160. And Zach, give them your pick, kid.
Yes. Going Cardinals +7.5 at a -135. I really like the value that we're getting in this one with the Cardinals and what the number is against the spread. The Cardinals, as favorites this year, are 0-2 against the spread, as they managed to not cover against the Panthers, but they did win that game, and they actually lost outright to Tennessee, both as 7-point favorites against both those teams. As underdogs, they are 4-1. There's only one game that they were an underdog where they did not cover, and that was against the Seahawks, where they were a 1.5 point underdog and they lost by a field goal. So a somewhat normal spread, these guys probably cover. And the way I'm looking at it is that the Cardinals got a much needed win last week. But if they want to keep going and end up in that NFC West picture, because right now that whole division is just stacked. Every single team in there is competitive, and it seems like they're the only ones that aren't. But they've done very well in all their games, and arguably they do a lot better with Jacoby Brissett as quarterback, and that's kind of where I've noticed the change in this team. I hate to say Kyler Murray getting hurt might have been the best thing because they've played so much better. They've played a lot better. Their defense looks better as well. So, I mean, this team also coming into this game, the Seahawks are coming off a massive Sunday Night Football win against the Commanders where they absolutely just shit bumped them, and it wasn't even close. And for them to do that 2 weeks in a row as a massive favorite, I just don't see that happening. These divisional games stay close. This Cardinals offense runs a lot different through Jacoby Brissett. And I mean, if they competed last time with Kyler Murray, I don't see a reason why with this current team they can't compete against the Seahawks. And also, too, with the Rams playing the 49ers, one of those teams has to lose. So that's going to tighten up those standings even more. So this is going to set up a nice NFC West going down the stretch because all these teams have 6 or 7 wins with the exception of the Cardinals. So the Cardinals want to make this one close. They might even go ahead and fuck around and win it outright. So Cardinals plus 7.5, minus 135. Like the value, love the play, and that's the other 2-star.
I love it. Yeah, if they could fuck around and win outright, honestly. I mean, they're a totally different team with Brissett. Obviously, they're not no Super Bowl team or probably even playoff team, but they're definitely much better. Kyler was atrocious. And it seems like now with Brissett, Trey McBride is showing the stud that he actually is. Dude's a fucking dog. Marvin looks like he may have finally found himself after 2 years. Who knows? The offense is looking pretty juicy over there. I love that pick. But we'll roll right into our anytime touchdown parlay. So, boys, what do you got? Andy, you want to start?
Yeah, I got Chargers tight end. What's his name? Arande Gadsden.
Gadsden, stud.
Gadsden. Plus
Stud.
180.
It's a fucking lock.
Plus 180.
What do you got?
I got Quinshad Judkins going up against the Jets, minus 145. And yeah, it's not really too much to say. The Jets suck, and they lost both their best defensive players this past week. So I think the Browns are going to take this one, and Juddy's going to find the end zone.
Yes. And then lastly, I just have David Montgomery for, simple touchdown, the bull, but he's just going to run it in. Lions might murder the Commanders. Who knows? There'll probably be a lot of points. He'll be getting a tutty in that one. So, yeah, there it is right there. You got Gadsden, you got Judkins, and you got Montgomery. Like I said, that is a plus 860, pays 8.6 times, whatever your bet is. And, yeah, that's our fucking anytime touchdown parlay. You boys got anything else?
Well, so.
Oh,
I'm good to go.
Oh, I was going to say, thank you guys for 800 subscribers. We hit it on the dot. That's a big one. You guys also blew up our last video, 500 plus views. But my only thing is that if you guys could do that for all the videos, because you guys only do that on the videos that we get absolutely slammed in. The videos that we do, dude, the videos that we do terrible on, we get a ton of views. Like the last 2 pods, I think we had a total of 400 views, and we were up in units on both. And then this one, we doubled that combined, and we were terrible. This happened in that Eagles-Giants game. You guys blew that one up, and we were terrible on that one. So let's keep it consistent here and really help the boys out. That's really all I can ask. We got to hit one of them here. So
we do.
That's kind of the way I'm looking at it.
We got boned. It was a terrible Thursday night game. We read that one wrong. We'll fucking say it.
Everyone lost in that game. I don't care what your bet was. You fucking lost.
You bet over on any person, you lost.
Exactly.
Touchdown for anyone, you lost. Spread, you probably lost. Like, you just got boned. That was just a bullshit primetime game. Classic NFL entertainment league. But it is what it is. Like I said, we do not get fucking smoked 2 times in a row. No. If you got everyone that's been sticking with us for years, you know that shit don't happen around here. Okay. So make sure you lock these picks in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Locks of the Day podcast, episode 79, and we will see you next week. Let's sweep. Peace.